Tim, I actually see a couple left to load.
Mighty Willie and also Namakwa both began well, and rolling forward is Without Revenge. Likewise, Savvy Lad out very, very wide. Handed Scarlet Tufty. Carlos is drifting back with Galifianakis and Mount Mort Shark. And Brave Boy's gone back to the rear. So the outside in front is now Without Revenge. Back to second Namakwa. Third, Savvy Lad. Mighty Willie fourth, the rail. Fifth, the outside Scarlet Tufty. A length and a half to Galifianakis and Carlos. And further back to Mount Mort Shark. And Brave Boy is 3 lengths away last of all. In front is Without Revenge by a length and a quarter. Second to Namakwa, 2 lengths away. Third, Savvy Lad, followed by the race favourite Mighty Willie. Fourth, the inside, about 3 or 4 lengths off the leader at the mile. Next is Scarlet Tufty. Further back to Galifianakis and Carlos over on the outside. A length and a half to Mount Mort Shark, and Brave Boy tacking on as last of all at the 1400 metres marker, and Without Revenge here by 2 lengths. And second to Namakwa. Third is now Mighty Willie. Fourth, the outside Savvy Lad. A length and a half Scarlet Tufty. Galifianakis and further back to Carlos there, clear from Mount Mort Shark, and last of all is Brave Boy the inside. So Without Revenge at the 1100 metres marker, in front by length and a quarter still. Second to Namakwa. Third, the race favourite Mighty Willie, and fourth, the outside Savvy Lad. Further back to Galifianakis, and next over on the outside Scarlet Tufty. 2 further back to Carlos over on the outside of Brave Boy, and Mount Mort Shark is now last of all and trying to creep forward out 3 wide. At Racecourse Village here, it's Without Revenge in front by a half length, and second to Namakwa. Inside the 800 metres marker, a length and a half away. Third, still Mighty Willie. Fourth, the outside is Savvy Lad. Next over on the outside, Scarlet Tufty. Galifianakis, and further back to Carlos in third. Last, Brave Boy the inside. Last of all is Mount Mort Shark at the 500 metres marker. The outside to Namakwa. Without Revenge still the first couple. Third, Savvy Lad. Mighty Willie swings in fourth, and further back to Galifianakis and Carlos the deepest, and Scarlet Tufty at the 400 metres marker. Taking over here is now Namakwa. Coming through Mighty Willie. Savvy Lad the outside plugs away. Further back to Galifianakis. Namakwa just in front, but driving through Mighty Willie. Next outside Savvy Lad. Further back to Galifianakis. Namakwa the inside. Mighty Willie. Namakwa still in front near the line, and Namakwa's one from Mighty Willie. Third, Savvy Lad, followed by Galifianakis and Scarlet Tufty. Then Without Revenge and Brave Boy, followed by Carlos, and Mount Mort Shark has pulled up at the rear.
Blake Spriggs has booted home a Saturday winner. He's only recently made his way up to Queensland, and Namakwa was in a dogfight there with the favourite Mighty Willie, and Namakwa was the one that refused to lie down. His first win in 530 days. 5th run into the campaign, coming back from 2,400 metres last start, sat up near the speed, hit the front at the top of the straight, got the better of Without Revenge, and Mighty Willie got the dream passage through along the inside. You thought the favourite would have too much in the tank, but Namakwa had other ideas and has managed to fight off and hold on quite convincingly right on the line. Mighty Willie, disappointing in second, had every possible chance, just didn't show that turn of foot today that we saw last start, and tried hard but was never really going to get there. And Savvy Lad's run another honest race in third. Galifianakis back in fourth, and a big gap to the rest of them, headed by number 4 Scarlet Tufty. But there you go with the head on down the straight. Blake Spriggs sitting down to ride out Namakwa, trained by Robert Heathcote, win at number 5 at start number 27. And Mighty Willie for the Chris Waller stable, Mark Duplessis with that saloon passage along the inside, just couldn't get past Namakwa. They've come close together there for a few strides, but nothing in that. And in the meantime, the third horse, Savvy Lad, was chasing right to the line. But all honours with Namakwa, back in the winner's circle after 530 days. 5th run back from a spell this time in, and was just a little bit too strong at the end of the 2,200 metres. So numbers 5, 8, 1 and 2 in the first here at Eagle Farm. Bernie has headed around to track down a stable connection. Robert Heathcote was down in Melbourne last night, so not sure if he's back in town, but we know Leah Kilner was around because we had a quick chat to her prior to the race. Bernie, how have you gone tracking someone down?
Yes, Leah is here, front and centre, beautiful as ever. So congratulations on the win. It had been a while between drinks for this fellow, but gosh, that was as brave a win as you'll see.
No, thank you, Bernie. And big congratulations to the First Light team. You know, they've been so patient with this horse, and yeah, it has been a while between drinks, but geez, I mean, you look at him in the yard, he looked $1 million. The team's got him spot on. We come back 200 metres and it was perfect for him, and he toughed it out, and it was a great ride by Blake.
It was a great ride. We saw him just a little bit keen over the 1.5 mile last start, but perhaps that was a good run to get those miles under him.
Yeah, absolutely. I think he needed that. You know, he come back here rock hard fit, and we thought the 2400 was just that little bit too far for him, and this was here on the doorstep, and we thought, beautiful, come back 200 metres, and you see the way he toughed it out. He was super strong and he's ultra fit, and hopefully that gives him the confidence to put another one together.
Yeah. Well, that was my next sort of question to you. Maybe he will be able to put a couple together. These staying races on a Saturday, they're sort of flip a coin usually, but when they get up and they find a bit of form like him, he might just get some confidence.
Oh, absolutely, Bernie, exactly right. I mean, staying races up here, if you can get one that stays and be a genuine stayer, like, you know, there's so many races to win. As you said, it's a flip of a coin, but look, when you get him and you get him right, now he's got his form back and he's got that win, he's got a bit of confidence about himself. Hopefully he can knock another one off because, yeah, like you say, they're small fields and some of them aren't genuine stayers, you know. So, look, and he is a genuine stayer. He's tough and he loves it and he's fit, so hopefully he can put another one on the board.
And is the stable enjoying the addition of Blake Spriggs to the riding ranks?
Oh, absolutely. I mean, he's been a great addition. He comes in, does a lot of work for us. He's been flying back and forth, but he's got a house now, so he's nice and settled. And look, he just rides to how we want him ridden. He does what he's told, and that's all you want and all you ask for. And no, he's been a great addition to our stable. And
what's the news on Rothfire after last night's Moya Stakes?
Yeah, look, so he pulled up a little bit jarry from the track. It's a little bit hard for him, but look, he's okay. He's just going to have a little break now. We've pulled up stumps, going to give him a little break, and no, he'll be back and he'll be better than ever.
He is the fighter. All right, enjoy the win. Well done.
I will. Thanks, Bernie.
Okay, we'll have a chat now with jockey Blake Spriggs and get his thoughts on Namakwa here. So well done, Blake, for a horse that hadn't won for some 530 odd days. He showed a lot of ticker.
He did. He was one of the first horses I galloped when I came up here, and I said to Rob, he's going really well. He's just he's a happy and healthy horse. We just got to get him into the right race. And last start, the 2400 was just a bit far for him. And today, once I was able to get him into a nice rhythm, I knew he was going to be really hard to run down. And to his credit, when the second horse came at him, he found again, which was great.
He did. He really looked to enjoy himself down the back straight. He had a bun in. You were able to get him to settle better?
Yeah, like I've got to say, you know, Rob's obviously a great trainer based on results, but working closely with him now, you can see why he's so good. He gets these horses very happy, very fit, and they're looking very well. And that was the horse today. He was very happy and run. At no stage did he give me a feel that he was going to give up. And like I said, when the second horse came at him, he found another length and broke its heart.
Great start to the day. Well done.
Thank you.
All right.
On 1,000 metres here for the 2-year-olds, all on debut. Zalesny favourite. Gates open racing and away well was Mashani Voltage. Buck jumping and throwing the rider was Mashani Delta. Anthony Allen's on the track. Now going for Mashani Lily's in front by 2 lengths now from Mashani Voltage. And handy over on the outside Zalesny. Followed further back on the run by Territory Ash. Mythbuster. Unaga Wahaya. Followed there by Mashani Invincible. Last of all is Metcalf inside the 600 metres marker. Mashani Lily in front. Second Zalesny. Third the inside Mashani Voltage, followed there by Territory Ash, and further back to Mythbuster and Unaga Wahaya. 400 metres left to run, and at the moment Mashani Lily's in front by 2 or 3 lengths here, running home well Territory Ash, passing Zalesny who can't win. Unaga Wahaya's out wider, further back to Mythbuster, but Mashani Lily is about 3 or 4 lengths in front here. Second Territory Ash, and further back to Unaga Wahaya. In front Mashani Lily getting tired, flashing late as Territory Ash. Or it's a close go here. I'm not sure. Mashani Lily or Territory Ash. Further photo third, Mythbuster, Unaga Wahaya, Zalesny and Mashani Voltage. Followed by Metcalf. A long way back was Mashani Invincible and Mashani Delta through the rider. Mashani Delta through the rider.
Oh, close photo, but number 10, Mashani Lily, will scramble home by the looks of that shot. Number 8, Territory Ash, another half bound, would have got the chocolates, but appears to have missed, but not official. And back in third, it will wait for that number to become official too. The 3, Uniga Wahea, looks as though it's just missed third, and we'll just wait for that horse to come through on the inside, most likely the 11, Mythbuster, by the looks of that. But you can see here on the line, number 10, Mashani Lily, she pinged the lids from the wide draw. She cruised along in front. Sam Collett didn't move on her until she absolutely had to, and once she did, there wasn't much left in the tank. Territory Ash, all of a sudden, sort of bit green as it was in the trial, finally worked out what to do, and she's put her head down late and made a real dive, but you'd have to think has come up short looking at that slow-mo, and of course the shot we showed you just a second ago right on the line. But she's made a late dive, heads up, heads down, and yeah, certainly it looks as though the 10 has got it, but I haven't got anything official in my ear yet. So Bernie has made a dash across the course, so she'll probably get that number up before I do, but certainly to the naked eye you would think Mashani Lily has scored. Landed some big bets too, went off at $16, but hearing this morning Tim Ryan telling us she was backed from really big odds in. Numbers are through, 10, 8, 11 and 3. 10, 8, 11 and 3 are your numbers, and Bernie, you've tracked down someone from the Les Ross stable. Not sure if it's Les, he was in hospital during the week.
Hospital does not stop Les Ross, let me tell you that. Mr. Cutest would not miss on collecting how much, Les?
Oh, hopefully it's 90,000, but we need every penny.
We're glad to see you've come through your hospital stay, obviously with a smile on your face.
Yeah, they said rest up at home, but it's hard when you got 5 in, or 6 we're supposed to have, but anyway.
How difficult was that to watch? They were going everywhere. You started with a buck jumper.
Yeah, not real happy about that, but anyway, I promised Ant it wouldn't do that.
Oh, well, your promises is not going to stand well with him now. But let's talk about the winner, Mashani Lily, named after your apprentice, Lily, is it?
Oh, we'll go with that, Bern. But yeah, she's a nice filly by Kobayashi, and we've had a little bit of luck with the Kobies, and I think he's got 14. And he put another one there last week to this year, so in 2 years' time we'll have 16 of them. Well,
the Mashani and the Kobayashi seem to go very well together.
Yes, they're nice horses and they're very quick, and that little filly come from Nine Gate today and crossed him. I said to Sam, you'll lead, and she said, I'm in 10, you know, and I said, you'll lead, trust me.
Well, this is the thing, you've got the advantage of your home track as well. Obviously you can revisit the barriers there.
Yeah, we do a fair bit of work out on the farm, but these horses had a quite easy prep this year to most years, and they're getting through there very well. We're very happy that we got a winner.
Enjoy the win. Well done.
Thanks, Bernie.
There he is. That is Mr. Cutest, Les Ross, and he just has this uncanny knack of collecting all this Cutest prize money. With these Queensland bred babies. Well done to Mike Crooks as well. 10 beats 8, 11 and 3. 58.77 the time. Home in 34.63. Let's hit.
Still no start just yet. Action King's up in the air, but he's back down again now. We're right racing. Action King has missed the start. He's out the back. Insta Good began well and going forward. Roth goes in front now. There's Show Me Mercy picking it up into the second. Back to third. The inside is Insta Good, followed there by North of Eli. Drifting back as Oceans of Energy with Adriel. That Action King has last of all about 6 lengths off the leader. Roth going by neck here. Second, Show Me Mercy at the 800 metres marker. Third is Insta Good. Fourth, the outside is North of Eli. Further back to Oceans of Energy, Adriel. And Action King's a length and a half away. 600 metres left to run. Just in front is Roth Go. Looming up is Show Me Mercy, though. Up into third is North of Eli. Fourth, the inside is Insta Good. And further back to Adriel. Going forward now is Action King. Has to get right towards the outside. Last of all is Oceans of Energy. Taking over narrowly, Show Me Mercy. The inside, Roth Go. Looming up is North of Eli. Adriel runs home one from the outside. And Action King Kangas right down the outside. They've swapped Show Me Mercy seemingly, but he's trying to rally back. The inside Rothgo, Show Me Mercy really lifting now. He's in front, Show Me Mercy. They're all there to beat him, but he's fended them off and come away. Show Me Mercy's won. Photo the Miners here. North of Eli's up there. Rothgo ends to good, and also Oceans of Energy and Adriel, followed by Action King, who in the end has pulled up at the rear.
Well, Tim Ryan said he needed a miracle to get the favourite Action King beaten, and that miracle happened the moment the gates opened. In fact, just before they opened, when Action King reared, and then when the gates did open, he was the last horse out. James Orman had to take his medicine, sit last in the run, hooked around them just at the top of the straight and put in a real good dash between the 400 and 200, but that run came to an end, and in the meantime, Show Me Mercy, which pinged the lid, sat up outside the lead, dug deep with those blinkers on first time. Lovely, intent ride from Bailey Wheeler, and that 3 kilo claim really kicked in late there with Show Me Mercy. A lovely, strong horse, the son of a Stern. Stuart Kendrick trained, and that's a strong, handy field that he's beaten today, and he's beaten them quite convincingly right on the line. It is a 4-way go for the multis, so we'll have to wait for those numbers to come through. You can see Adriel there. You can see closer to the inside, we've got North of Eli, and right up on the fences, Rothgo, and you've even got a couple late poking through. So a lot of chances there for your second and third spot, but no doubt about your winner, Show Me Mercy. Start number 4. He's now had 3 wins and 1 placing, and as soon as the favourite missed the kick, that race changed complexion completely, and it was Rothgo and Show Me Mercy up on speed, and they were still there at the end. Numbers coming through: 2, 5, 8, 1. North of Eli second, Adriel third, and Rothgo in fourth. 2, 5, 8 and 1. Bernie, I've seen Stuart Kendrick here today. No wonder he was looking a bit nervous before the race. He knew he had a smart one on his hands.
Yes, I think he's always known he's had a pretty handy horse here with Show Me Mercy, and this is sort of like redemption on last start, isn't it?
Yeah, it is, Bernie. It was sort of disappointing to get beaten last start because obviously, we've always had a good opinion of him, and just a little bit wrong last week, and Bailey said he should have just followed up on the fence and might have been a different result, but his sectionals were really good still, and we just put the blinkers on Tuesday in his work, and Steph that rides him said he's still like a big kid, and she was just worried that if he got to the front too early, he'd be waiting for him, which is what he did at the top of the straight.
He had the ears pricked, didn't he?
But once he knuckled down, realised he had to sort of finish off. He was nice and strong and still there. Yeah, still plenty there. So really happy with him. Great bunch of owners, and good to get that win again.
Yeah, I love the attitude. Although still young and green, he does want to please, doesn't he?
Yeah, he did. He does everything right in his work. He's a lovely horse to deal with, and good type. And hopefully now he just sort of switches right on, and we've got a nice horse going forward.
I think he's going to get 1,400 too.
I think so. I mean, the plan obviously is he's a Magic Millions horse. We'd obviously try and get enough prize money to get into that Guineas, which would be the plan. So see how we go. We're one step closer.
Good on you, Stu. Well done.
Thanks, Benny.
Only because the jockey's right here. Quick question. He did everything right today.
Yeah, it was super. The other day was jockey error. I just stayed on the fence, but it's good that Stewie stuck by me and gave me another go on him because he's a pretty smart horse on the way up. So he's only going to be better off that, and he's still had a bit of a float around, so he's a good horse.
Good on you, Bailey. Well done.
Thank you.
All right, there he is, Bailey Wheeler. He's such a great young jockey, and you get 3 kilos with him. Extraordinary. 2 beats 5, 8 and 1. And
red light turned on. Blue colours on. Mission of Love. And they're all in. Gates open, racing, and away well General Dubai. Likewise going through there is Regal Pom and Dark Harmony. Dark Harmony's in front from going forward General Dubai. Third the inside Regal Pom, and going forward Bow Rider. A length and a half to A Ton of Delight in Cusack, and further back to Security Advisor. Iron Grace Hallside Martini. Mission of Love is back 4th last, only 3 behind her. They include Festival Prince, Morris's Me Dad, and Sunset Soiree off the bad barrier has gone right back to the tail. So in front now, General Dubai by length, and second, Dark Harmony. Third, Regal Palm. Fourth, the outside, Bow Rider. Two further back to Cusack and A Ton of Delight. A length and 3/4 to Security Advisor. Whole side, Martini. Further back on the field to Iron Grace, and Mission of Love has still only got 3 behind her, about 9 or 10 lengths off the leader. A long way back, Morris's Me Dad, Festival Prince and Sunset Soiree at the 600 metres marker. General Dubai's in front by a long neck. Second, Dark Harmony. Third, the inside, Regal Palm. Further back to Bow Rider, 3 wide. A Ton of Delight. Next, the inside, Regal Palm, and back in behind those horses. We've got down the outside, Iron Grace, and weaving through is Cusack, and Mission of Love has still got about probably 7 or 8 lengths to make up. Regal Palm coming through. The outside, Dark Harmony, weaving through Cusack, and running home as A Ton of Delight. Late is Iron Grace on the outside. Just in front is Regal Palm. Cusack defence. Dark Harmony still there, lifting as A Ton of Delight. Regal Palm has won from A Ton of Delight. A photo third. Cusack, Mission of Love late, but too late. Dark Harmony up there with Iron Grace. Morris's Me Dad, Security Advisor. Bow Rider, General Dubai, Sunset Soiree. A long way back, all side, Martini. Last in, Festival Prince.
Bailey Wheeler, back-to-back races, the 3 kilo apprentice, and once again that 3 kilos kicking in right where it counts at the business end of your races. Regal Palm looked flat out there at the 200. They were coming from everywhere. But with that 3 kilo allowance, Bailey's managed to get enough out of Regal Palm to get home. Annabelle Neesham trained, win 4 at start 22. A Ton of Delight was charging out of the pack late. Looked as though he was going to get there, but he's come up just short. Number 2 had good each way odds, and then we've got a photo for third. And number 5, Dark Harmony's right up there. On the fence was Cusack, and then out wide we're looking for our favourite. There it is, Mission of Love, ripping home when the race was all over. That wide gate getting a long way back, just had too much to do in the straight. No doubt when we look at the times we'll say next start for her, but unfortunately for punters that were on today, it's no collect. So it's 1, 2 and a photo for third and fourth. Regal Palm getting the cash. 10 and 5. 10 Cusack will grab third, and the 5 Dark Harmony back in fourth. 1, 2, 10 and 5. So Annabelle Neesham and Bailey Wheeler teaming up to win a race 4 here at Eagle Farm, and the run for short-priced, well-backed favourites so far continues in favour of Tab and not in favour of the punters. Bernie, we need one of these well-backed favourites to get home, but that won't be any concern for the team at the Neesham stable.
Well, it's been a disaster here so far for favourites, and this guy, although in the market, he's carried 59, so he's carried more than anything else. So, Tom, he's done it the hard way, and he's done it well. Regal Palm.
Yeah, absolutely. It's a good win for the team, and he definitely deserves it. He ran well last start, but just gets a little bit keen, especially with out on the lead. So it looked like it was going to met well today. He was just going to box seat, and you know, the horses, when they crossed him, he still travelled strongly, but it just probably helped him relax that a little bit more today. And with a 3 kilo claim, he was definitely going to be dangerous late. But yeah, young Bailey Wheeler, he definitely doesn't ride like a 3 kilo claimer. He's so strong, and he definitely lifted the horse over the line. He can hit them, and yeah, he's a good, talented rider.
And a new acquisition to your stable.
Yeah, absolutely. I'm not sure how much longer he'll be up with us up here. I think Annabelle will be looking out for him down there. But yeah, he's definitely riding well today. He's yeah, unlucky not to have ridden another one earlier on the 2-year-olds. But he's a kid going places, and he's nice little acquisition for us.
Yeah, certainly is. So well done to you and the team with Regal Palm.
Thanks very much.
All right, there is Tom Pollard putting the polish on Regal Palm for Annabelle Neesham, and he is, as I said, this young fellow. One quick question because he's here. An awesome ride. Well done. As Tom said, you lifted this guy over the line.
It's easy to say that, but it's good when you're on the right horses. They're very well placed, and Annabelle does a super job. And I have to mention Todd. He does a super job. He's there early every morning, and he works very hard. So he'll be a good trainer in his own right later on.
Well, indeed. Well done.
Thank you.
All right, Bailey Wheeler, another winner on the board. As I say, you get the 3 kilos. 1 beats 2, 10 and 5.
Right to go. Good line, racing. Starry Eyes away okay, but now drifting back. Away well to love somebody going forward. Bon Cassie with also Twice on Sunday. Calm Seeker trapped out, but rolling forward. Handy Chickarati. Next the inside Dramatica, followed there by Kudu. The Catch and Starry Eyes the rail. A length and a half to Naval Trader. Veta Velocita. Further back to Fastling, Swamp Nation, Mob Star and Titanium. Calm Seeker a little bit fired up. Led the way by 3 lengths now. Second Twice on Sunday. Third Bon Cassie. A length and 3/4 further back to Chickarati. Dramatica the rail, followed by Kudu. To love somebody. Starry Eyes a Catch, and further back to Veta Velocita. Naval Trader. A length and a half. Mob Star 3 wide around Titanium. Between them Fastling and Swamp Nation's at the rear. 600 metres left to run. Calm Seeker just in front. Second the inside Twice on Sunday. Bon Cassie's worked up out wider on the track, followed there by Sneaking Runs as Dramatica. Kudu wider out, further back to the Catch and Naval Trader, and also Chickarati and To Love Somebody. 400 metres left to run. Calm Seeker Twice on Sunday. Dramatica's making good ground the inside, and Kudu coming down the outside, and further out to also Naval Trader running home, but Dramatica shot through, took over, kicked away, trying hard to rally back. Twice on Sunday. Kudu late the fences. Titanium. Dramatica's in front, flashing Titanium, but Dramatica has won from Titanium. Photo third. Naval Trader or Veta Velocita, followed by Starry Eyes, Kudu. Twice on Sunday. Swamp Nation, Fastling, To Love Somebody, Calm Seeker, The Catch and Chickarati, Bon Cassie and Mob Star at the rear.
Oh, the apprentices are having a big day out here at Eagle Farm. Bailey Wheeler 2 on the bounce, and then CJ Graham says, my turn here. 50.5 kilos on the grey Dramatica. Lovely soft draw, quiet, economical run. Scooted through up along the fence. Ripping home as he does was Titanium into second place, but the 18 will get there and get there comfortably. 18-3, 17 and 12. The favourite Naval Trader, just a half length slow, but had his chance. Given a nice run by Ben Thompson, was dragged into the race. Tried to chase down that outside part of the track, but the action was closer to the rail. 18-3, 17 and 12. Veta Velocita rounding out your top 4. So the 18 Dramatica had landed some good bets ever since the markets were posted on Wednesday afternoon. The 50.5 kilos mapped well, got the run, and was just too strong. Titanium, another eye catcher, flashing home late under Justin Huxtable, and you can see Naval Trader, the widest in the straight, will grab third. So 18-3, 17. Your numbers across the line, Bernie, and you've found Cav there to represent the Tony Gollan stable.
I have, and we rarely see this mare actually go around with lightweights. She has paid for her consistency over the years, but you couldn't help but like her a little bit today, Cav, with just 50.5 kilos, barrier 2, and she's got enough tempo to get into a great spot.
Yeah, she's been a victim of bad barriers and big weights the last 3 starts. And all the runs have been real good, and then today drawing the barrier 2 and dropping to 50.5 was a big bonus, and an 11 out of 10 ride by CJ today. She duly saluted.
Yeah, waited for that inside run, got it, and the little lady shot through.
Yeah, especially when they got that light weight on those little fillies, they can let down, and she sprinted quick, and she got that winning break and held on well.
I mean, she was only beaten 3 lengths behind Tiger Shark last start.
Yeah, and that was from a bad alley, and no fault of the rider, but she just got caught a little bit wide, and she still works through the line good, and it's good to see a win for the boys. They're here every week to watch her go around when she races, and it's good to see him win today.
You've got Kokonotsu in the next race. Are we likely to see him lead again?
I think with the one alley, I think Tony's left it up to Jimmy. He's dominated from the front before. So I'd say I'll play it, just see how the race jumps from the start, see how it pans out, and go from there.
Obviously, we're itching to see Zarastro in the last race. Has he got here yet?
Yeah, he's down the back there. I'm only worried about that quarter horse that's in the race that never paid.
Dramatica with a beautiful ride for CJ Graham. Well done.
Thank you. Perfectly placed by Tony here today and perfectly prepared. She was quite some hidden runs really because she'd been quite unlucky, but everything mapped perfectly today from the good alley, and no wait, I don't even think she knew I was there.
Not at all, and when she got that inside run, railed up beautifully.
Yeah, I was wrapped when they were running along like they were. I knew I wanted to be close enough to the speed, but wanted to ride her conservatively so she could finish off like that. But no, it was great to see her do that today and wrapped and ride another winner for Tony.
Yeah, indeed. Well done.
Thank you.
Oh, Ancient Egypt up in the air, but back down again. Now we're racing. Coconutsu was away fairly, not as well as Satay Chicken. Contribute drifting back as Rockinati goes forward. Likewise, All's Fair. And also Sebring Girl is out 3 wide early, followed by Whistle Off the Rail. A length and a half to Tenzing. Largo de Braze, Ancient Egypt, and further back in the field to Bedford Square and Cassowari's gone back to the tail end. In front, Rockinati here by 3 parts. Second's All's Fair. Going forward, Sebring Girl up into third, 3 wide now to second. Fourth is Coconutsu, 50 outside Satay Chicken, followed by Whistle Off and Contribute. 2 lengths away to Tenzing over on the outside of Largo de Braze, and 2.5 Ancient Egypt, Bedford Square and Cassowari's a length and a half away. So Sebring Girl pushed on with the runners, taken over, led by a length and a half now. Second, Rockinati. Third is All's Fair. Fourth is Coconutsu. A length and a half, Satay Chicken, Whistle Off and Contribute. Further back to Largo de Braze. Tenzing's over on the outside, and 2 further back to Bedford Square. Ancient Egypt second last, and Cassowary a length and a half away. So Sebring Girl down the side in front by a long neck. Second, Rockinati. Third, the inside Coconutsu, followed there by All's Fair. Going forward, Satay Chicken. Ahead of Whistle Off, Contribute. Going forward also Tenzing, 3 and 4 wide. Further back in the field 2. Next along there, Largo de Braze, Bedford Square, Ancient Egypt and Cassowary about 4 lengths away. 400 metres left to run. Sebring Girl the leader. Second, the inside making ground Coconutsu. Running home was All's Fair, and Tenzing right down the outside. Satay Chicken making ground. Further back to Contribute over hills and coming down the outside there. Stretched across the track here. Out wide Satay Chicken. Also Tenzing, and lengthening Contribute down the outside. Contribute's the one. Contribute has got up to win for Stuart and Taylor McKinnon. Scoring on the line from Satay Chicken, Tenzing, followed by Bedford Square, All's Fair, Coconutsu, Whistle Off, Ancient Egypt, and then we have Sebring Girl, Rockinati, Largo de Braze and Cassowary up the rear.
And number 7, Contribute for the McKinnon stable, and Mark Duplessis storming down the centre of the track has carried that consistent Sunshine Coast form to the city today, and you wouldn't get a more popular result for Stuart and Taylor McKinnon, and I would say that may be their first city winner as a training partnership, but Bernie will find that out for us in a tick. Mark Duplessis, the jockey aboard, and came with a well-timed run to knock off Satay Chicken and Tenzing, the horses that were carrying pretty much the same colours there, fighting things out down the straight. Bedford Square has added some value to your first 4. The favourite, Coconutsu, had a beautiful run. Third, the fence, got the split, but just didn't go on with it today. 7, 11, 6 and 13. They are your numbers. Race 6 at Eagle Farm, and that is the first leg of today's quaddie.
Well, there's not much more too exciting things to dream about than having your first Metro winner. Taylor, you train with your awesome dad, Stewie. You're flying solo here today, and Contribute becomes your first Metro winner as a team. Well done.
Thanks, Bernie. Yeah, absolutely right. Dad's on holidays at the moment, so he's actually in Sydney at Randwick having a day out. So, so happy with the horse and so happy for our owners in New Zealand.
Yeah, and what about you? Because we've watched you grow up with the horses all the way along. Your mum and dad, such amazing horse people. When did you think you were going to go into training with your dad?
Yeah, probably when I was about like 14 or 15, and then it kind of happened earlier probably than most people would have thought, but it was time. Dad's getting a bit on, so and he needed the help, so thrilled.
Yeah, and tell us about this mare and what's she like?
She's a darling. We love her. Yeah.
And today you would have given her a nice chance because she had some nice form.
Yeah, good form around her. I was happy when Hyde won the other day midweek. I said to Mark, if she steps away from a good barrier finally, just be a little bit handier, and he wrote her a treat.
And we'll see you back here in a few weeks' time, I'm thinking.
Yeah, maybe we'll see how she pulls up.
Enjoy the win. Well done.
Annie, thank you.
Yeah, time to break out the champagne there, certainly for Taylor. As she said, Dad's away and she's running the show here, so she's come home with a win. It's really marvellous to see. As I said, we've watched Taylor grow up and spend the entirety of her life around racehorses. And here she is now training her first winner. It's fun riding Metro winners, Mark, but particularly when it's somebody's first.
Yeah, especially this. The McKinnons have been very good to me the whole time I've been here in Brisbane. And
a little Kiwi influence for you?
Yeah, you know, I only knew that that Mr. McKinnon was actually a Kiwi about a year ago. So
really?
I didn't know, but no, it's great to get a win for them here in town on this little mare especially. Mm-hmm. Just an absolute little sweetheart to ride, and got a heart bigger than herself, I think. You know, like she sort of on the corner. I sort of had to wait for one to go past me, and it actually made the race for me. I think it was the winning move for me, just waiting a little bit. She done no work early, and she was really strong late.
Great ride, well done.
Thank you.
So here we go. Light on now. Stand by. All in. Set now. Racing. Missing the start was Just Super. Away well Flaming Conquest. She's in front from Glorious Ruby. Up into third. Beast Mode out 3 wide going forward. Handy now railing through Glamour and Glory. Passing, drifting back now Glorious Ruby. Next outside is Maximum Outport, and further back to Markwell Dreamer, who's out 3 wide around Groomed and Just Super. Last of all is Immoral. In front Flaming Conquest at the 600 metres mark at a second. Beast Mode. Third the inside Glamour and Glory. No luck for 3 wide as Maximum Output. Between them Glorious Ruby, Just Super, Groomed and wider out Markwell Dreamer and Immoral at the 400 metres marker. Flaming Conquest in front. Second Beast Mode on the outside about a length away. Wider out's Maximum Output, and further back to Glamour and Glory. Flaming Conquest still just in front. Beast Mode trying hard, is lifting about half a length away. Running home as Maximum Output, and likewise late as Markwell Dreamer. Flaming Conquest, Beast Mode lunging Maximum Output. It's a photo. Maximum Output looks to be prominent, but Beast Mode, Flaming Conquest right there on the photo, followed by Markwell Dreamer, and then Glorious Ruby, followed by Just Super, Groomed, Immoral, and up the rear was Glamour and Glory.
Photo, and I think it'll go to the 8. Maximum Output, Stuart Kendrick and Bailey Wheeler. That'd be 3 for Bailey today with his 3 kilo claim. Flaming Conquest home everywhere bar the peg, and right between them was Beast Mode, which continues his terrific form to date. He was punching hard all the way to the line, so a competitive race on paper, a thrilling race to watch, and to the naked eye, that number not through yet, you would think it was going to go to number 8, Maximum Output, over the 3 Flaming Conquest and 6 Beast Mode for third, but we'll wait for that to become official. Markwell Dreamer, the 11 in for fourth, was wide all the way, and Immoral sort of dragged right back to last, widest on the turn. Had a lot of work to do, but just didn't have that ping there today, Immoral, and you'd have to say very disappointing on face value, but nothing disappointing about those first 3 across the line, particularly the winner, Maximum Output. 27 starts coming into today. Had been in the money 20 times, so you don't get much more consistent than that, and has been rewarded with Bailey's 3 kilo claim and given him 3 winners for the day. There are your numbers, 8, 3, 6 and 11. 8, 3, 6 and 11, race number 7. And Bernie, Stuart Kendrick's had a big day out, as has his jockey, Bailey Wheeler.
Yeah, they both had fabulous days. In fact, Stewie's been hot to trot of late. The Sable's really firing, aren't they?
Yeah, no, we've had a good run. We've got some lovely horses, and as you can see, some good owners. And yeah, some great stuff at the moment, putting in the hard yards, and it's paying off. So it's good, and yeah, he deserves it. That little horse. He's one of the little stable favourites. He's just like a little pony, but he's always had to carry a lot of weight, and just sort of sneaking in, and then with 3 kilos off for Bailey makes a difference, and he just tries his heart out. So it's really good to see him win today.
It was a battle of the little horses, because you mentioned how little he is. So is Flaming Conquest. Now, she had, I think, 58 or 59 and a half. 59 and a half.
Yeah.
You took the 3 kilo claim. That was the winning move.
It is, and he's always run second and third, and he's probably a little bit like what Flaming Conquest was today. He just sort of finds one on the day to beat him with the weight. So, yeah, the 3 kilos with Bailey riding so well is so important at the moment, especially for a horse of his size. So, it's really good.
Well, you've had a fabulous day. You had Move It in today as well, and you've scratched him to run tomorrow. I'm thinking that's a pretty good leg up.
Yeah, look, he's a lovely horse. His first up run was excellent behind a very smart horse. So
I liked him today.
Yeah, well, I did too, and he drew ordinary, and we sort of thought, well, we'll just see if we can get his confidence up a bit at home tomorrow. So he'll be hard to beat tomorrow. Hopefully he can get the money.
Good on you, Stu. Well done.
Thanks, Benny.
All right, we'll have a chat with the jockey. He'll just take a photo here with Maximum Output. That's 3 on the board for Bailey Wheeler. You heard from Todd Pollard earlier, because he is apprentice to Annabelle Neesham now, and that's only been a recent thing. There's a little bit of a word around that it actually could be you going to Sydney. Is that a possibility?
Look, it might be on the chart, but I'll let Annabelle sum that up. But I'm pretty happy here riding winners, and things are going quite well. So I'll just take it day by day and keep turning up to work and doing the hard yards, and as long as Stewie keeps supporting me, I'm happy to be here.
Yeah, Stewie's been a big supporter of yours right from the start. I mean, you're getting it all over now, but he's one of the first.
Yeah, he's been massive. As soon as I come up here and, we gave him a call and said he was willing to give me a go, and he had to put me on a couple, and I was lucky to get on the board early, and the sports kept going, and it's good. This little horse is only yay high, but he's got a big heart, so it's good to get the win on him.
I said to Stewie, it was the fight of the little horses, Flaming Conquest and this guy, but the weight was a telling difference?
Yeah, I think so. The 3 kilo claim probably told in the end, but he's a tough little bloke, and I'm sure it won't be his last win.
How much fun is a 3 kilo claim?
Yeah, it's been good. I hope it doesn't run out.
It will. Well done.
Thank you.
It will run out. That's one thing that's guaranteed. When you're riding as well as this kid does, the 3 kilos is going to be gone pretty swiftly. All right, that's the 7th. Maximum Output for Stewie Kendrick and Bailey Wheeler. 8 beats 3, 6 and 11. 56.86 and 33.3. They were hooning.
Still favourite Bullfinch, 440, but indispensable, well backed.
All in at the mile for the 8th of the day. Red light turned on. Right to run. Gates open and they're racing. Tidal Creek missed the start. Away well with Lasting Kiss out wide. Tumbler Ridge in third, Stuttering. Up into fourth is Hal Manhattan. Going forward, Balente, but out 4 wide there. 3 wide, Tidal Creek is going forward as well. Bullfinch has drifted back, and likewise Indispensable. And Shipley's a length and a quarter further back at the tail. In front, Lasting Kiss here. Tidal Creek is down a second. Balente 3 wide pressing on. Stuttering now 4th, and 50 inside is Tumbler Ridge. A length and a half to Hal Manhattan, followed by Indispensable. Bullfinch in second last over on the outside, and Shibley's out the rear. So Balento's taken over and kicked away by length and a quarter now. Working forward, Tidal Creek in third. Lasting Kiss with Stuttering fourth the outside. Tumbler Ridge is fifth on the rail, followed there by Hal Manhattan. A length and a half to Indispensable, and second last is Bullfinch over on the outside, and Shibley's a length and a half away. So Balento's in front by a long neck here. Second, Tidal Creek at the 600 metres marker. 2 lengths away, third, Lasting Kiss, and Stuttering fourth the outside. One out, one back, about to ease out three wide. Creeping forward is Hail Manhattan. Tumbler Ridge away from the rail. Sneaking up the inside is Indispensable. Bullfinch to the second last, and Shibley's at the rear. 400 metres left to run. Tyrrell Creek looming up, Stuttering. Hail Manhattan runs home. Balente is gone. Shibley's right down the outside, and further back to Bullfinch across the track. It's Hail Manhattan taking over. Shibley, the outside, is in hot pursuit. Next is Stuttering, followed by Bullfinch. Hail Manhattan. Shibley on the outside. Shibley taking over late, and Shibley's won again. Second to Hail Manhattan. Third was Bullfinch, and close up was Stuttering, followed by Tumbler Ridge, Indispensable. Tyrrell Creek, Lasting Kiss, and Balente knocked up to finish at the tail.
Chris Waller, he's gone from an Epsom to the open handicap here at Eagle Farm with Shibley, Damien Thornton last to first. Lovely patient ride. There was a fair bit of action up front early, particularly when Tidal Creek bombed the start and had to work around the field. No sooner had he got up there than Balente pressed forward as well under Andrew Mallion. So there was that pace and pressure going on up front. Damien Thornton just had the lovely grey, switched off out the back, got to the outside, gradually pegged them off one by one, and the last 100 metres too strong for Hail Manhattan and Bullfinch. 9, 2, 3 and 7. Your numbers across the line here in race number 8. And no doubt Chris Waller, enjoying the riches down there at Randwick, would have just tuned in time to see the grey get the cash here in race number 8. 9, 2, 3 and 7. Your numbers in race number 8. And Bernie has raced across to try and grab a member of the Wallace stable. And Bernie, as we watch this replay, Shibley, your top pick, arrived in plenty of time for a comfortable watch in the end.
Yeah, it was smooth in the end. He had a terrible barrier. Brett Killian joins us to have a chat now, and fresh off his team just winning the Epsom as well. Then this chap saluting here today. He's going well, isn't he?
He is. He's having a lovely prep up here. Kind of had to do it the hard way because they didn't go too hard in front. He was back last just from that sort of awkward draw. We had to go back.
He jumped so well too. I mean, had he drawn a gate, he probably sort of would have been 4th or 5th.
Drawn a gate, he probably wins by 3. Yeah, he's really flying, this horse. Yeah.
And is he a horse that's going to stretch out to further?
I think he will. Yeah, I like to think he will. Yeah, his racing manner suggests it won't be a problem.
It looks a dream to have around the place.
Beautiful animal. Yeah, really nice.
And Damien gave him a great ride today. And how thrilled are you for Kathy O'Hara and your team down there?
It was great. It was a great watch. Great to see Kovlika bounce back and put the riding on the wall.
Well done.
Thank you.
All right, we'll have a quick chat with Damien Thornton. I'm sure he's full of praise for this horse because he was forced to ride him the way he was today. He had to go back, take his medicine, hope that they sort of went for home when they did, and that's when the long stretches of Eagle Farm really come to the forefront when you run a horse like this.
Yeah, he suits this sort of track, his racing pattern, but to be fair, we probably could have been closer if we drew a better gate because he did jump okay, so that'd be sort of a plan next time if circumstances permit, but it's not always the case.
Yeah, Brett says he probably would have won by 3.
Yeah, potentially. He quickened really well and picked him up nicely, so like he is 7, but he's sort of still, he feels like he's on the up a bit.
Yeah, absolutely, and Brett's pretty happy as far as looking out to further distances. Your thoughts on that?
Potentially, yeah. I think 18 might be okay. 2,000, we'll just wait and see because he is quite brilliant. He seems quite brilliant at the mile, so but Chris is a guru, he'll work it out.
Yeah, well done.
Thanks.
There he is, Damien Thornton. He takes out race number 8 here at Eagle Farm on Shibley. 9 beats 2, 3 and 7. 135.05, home in 35.09. Let's get...
Hell, I am in the Vowels. Let's head upstairs.
Stand by now. Zarastro's all the rage. They're racing. Zarastro was away well. Likewise, Hell I Am, and kicking up his pattern the inside. Favourites in front, though. Handy also there as Munitions, and rolling forward, Safe Work over on the outside. A length and a half to Ekaterina, La Melody, Go Goal, Lord Markle, Red Ruby. And they're well clear from second last is the inside, Never Paid. And last of all is Deval. So Zarastro down the side in front. Second, Safe Work, and third is Munitions. Working up into fourth, Hell I Am, and Pattern fifth the inside. Further back to La Melody, Ekaterina, Go Goal, and further back to Red Ruby. The Vals is creeping forward out 3 wide. Around Never Paid, and last of all Lord Markle. So Zarastro 450 out in front by a half length here. Second, Safe Work, and third is Hell I Am. Munitions the inside. La Melody's out wider, and Pattern back behind those. So Zarastro 350 left to run. Snuck away 2 lengths in front. Second, Safe Work the inside. Munitions running home La Melody, and a further back to Hell I Am, but Zarastro's in full flight at the 150. Well clear 2 lengths in front. Munitions runs home, but Zarastro's in front from Munitions, and Zarastro has won from Munitions in third. Not much between Safe Work and La Melody. A photo there, followed by Pattern, Lord Markle, Never Paid, Red Ruby, Hell I Am, the Vals, Ekaterina, and Go Gold at the rear.
Number 4, Zarastro, Tony Gollan and James Orman team up to win the last and send punters home on a winning note, $1.80 into $1.60. Very well supported after going up around the even money quote, and everything went to plan. Bounced, travelled. He's got a high cruising speed, a strong kick, and he dug deep that last 200 metres. Munitions has run a cracking race for Richard Litt coming up from Sydney. Justin Huxtable in the saddle, trailed the speed, boxed on gamely all the way to the line and added plenty of value into your Quinella. We've got a photo for third. Number 12, La Melody's prominent there. Ben Thompson and Cody Morgan. We'll wait for that to come through, but no doubt about the winner. Zarastro in the last, carried the hopes of all punters in Queensland and across Australia and didn't let them down. Ekaterina disappointing. She's run right out the back there after that good trial, so hopefully nothing amiss with her, but Zarastro beating the 8. There's your photo for third. 12 on the outside, La Melody, and Safe Work back on the inside, number 10. So we're just waiting for that third and fourth number, and Bernie has raced across to try and find Cav, who's representing the Tony Gollan stable today. Not a bad day out, Bernie, for the Tony Gollan stable, and Big Cav, he's stuck around all day and it was worth the wait.
Well, the football's on the big screen out here, so he's half watching the football, half paying attention to the races, but it was great to see Zarastro win again here, Cav.
Yeah, no, that race had me full attention. It's great to see him win. Lovely horse, and great bunch of guys that own him, and it was good to see him win.
Yeah, we're seeing him really sort of power through these lower grade races. Today it really stepped it up, I guess, to an 85. The way he's going, you'd think there's a good quality race in this horse?
Yeah, probably down the track there. It's a nice race there for him. I'm sure Tony's got a program worked out for him through the summer, and there'll be a nice race in there somewhere.
And his feet are in fantastic order now.
The horse is in perfect condition. He's such a lovely animal to deal with. He's a beautiful horse.
Is there improvement in him, or is this it?
I think you can see a little bit more in him.
Great stuff. Good on you, Cav. You've had a double today. Well done.
Thank you.
There is Craig Kavanagh on behalf of Tony Gollan. They had a double with Dramatica and, of course, Zarastro here. 4 and 8, still waiting actually on the photo there for third and fourth, or at least out the front we are. But that's it for racing here today. 4, 8, 10, 12 now. All right, Jimmy, that is a very nice way to end a day at the office. Well done with Zarastro.
Yeah, thanks, mate. It's been a long day. Not much joy early, but we savoured something for the day, and, this looked my best ride for the day, so it was good to finish the day with a winner.
On paper, it looked as though he was going to get the lead fairly easily. There was one horse we were worried about, but as it turned out, you got there easily. He's still a little aggressive in front.
Yeah, he's quite strong, but he actually relaxed a bit better for me the first time I rode him. But look, that's just him. I think, he's a high cruising speed horse. I wanted to go a touch steadier, but look, that's how I think he wins his races. He gets them off the bridle and thing, But look, I was a bit worried with the other horse with the speed. I didn't want to set it up for Ekaterina, but it worked out pretty good.
Yeah. Just with him in the straight, when he straightened up today, it's that middle section of the straight really burned his opposition. They start to make runs at him and he can just give that extra kick.
Yeah, he does. I think I think really where he wins his races is probably from about the 600. Like he just sort of, I didn't really want to go, but he said, let's go, son, we're off and gone. So he does that for you. But yeah, and then again, when they look like they're going to get to him, he finds that extra gear. So that's what good horses do.
Well done.
Thanks, mate.